Hey everyone, welcome back to I Know a Guy. I'm Anthony, and this is the podcast where connections thrive. Each episode, we spotlight inspiring entrepreneurs, professionals, and individuals doing amazing things. Together, we'll grow your circle, spark collaborations, and discover new opportunities. Today, we're meeting Jon Logan. He's a marketing strategist, StoryBrand Certified guide, and a fractional CMO who helps businesses build scalable, AI-proof marketing systems. As the creator of the Growth Framework and author of Billionaire Branding, he's helped clients scale from 3 million to 25 million and beyond. How you doing today, Jon?
I'm doing great, Anthony. Thanks for having me on.
No, I was excited to have you on. I really enjoyed our last conversation. You're doing a lot of awesome things. You got things everywhere. There's a lot of people out there that would benefit from getting to know you a little bit. So to start off, why don't you tell us where you're calling in from, where you're located?
Yeah. Well, I also enjoyed our last conversation, and I'm calling from Columbia, South Carolina, where it is. We have a cold front, so it's only 80 degrees right now. So we'll take it. We'll take what we can get. But originally, I'm from Florida. I grew up on the space coast of Florida, so with the space shuttle program going up near Orlando for most of my childhood. Grew up there around the engineering and technology world. And kind of because of that, I think I went into cybersecurity. So I went to the University of Central Florida, got a degree or a certificate in cybersecurity defense, and started as a cybersecurity engineer working for a small business. Soon after starting to work there, the owner comes to me and he's like, "Hey, Jon, you're a young guy. Thanks, buddy. You're an old guy. Where's the conversation going?" It's like, "We don't have any social media. We're all a bunch of old dudes. Go do marketing." Marketing. Roger that. So dove into YouTube University and got all the Google HubSpot certifications I could get, and helped them get we went from $3 million a year, which they had been kind of stagnated at that for about 5 years, to $6 million in the next year. And I was like, "Oh, I'm good at this thing. I can do this." And to make a long story short, I ended up really niching into marketing strategy because that's where my brain is at. So I have an analytical tech background, but I'm really good with creating systems and processes. And that's what I do now is I do marketing and strategy for all my clients.
Okay. Well, let's rewind to the beginning of that. So South Carolina, how long have you been there now?
I've been here 2 years and change. Parents actually were born and raised about an hour and a half from where I'm at now. High school sweethearts, went to Clemson University, got married, moved to Florida, and that's where I was.
Okay. So let's say you have some friends coming into town. Where are you going? What are you doing? And what's for dinner?
Where am I going? What am I doing? And what's for dinner? Well, where am I going? Probably do the Riverwalk down in Columbia. It's a beautiful, you can walk right along the river and you can see the high rises of South Carolina, but you can go see the high rises of the city, and there's often like live music, little parks down there. So that's a nice place to go. What am I eating for dinner? I mean, we cook a lot at home, so I'd probably just make some homemade steaks, mashed potatoes, and asparagus or something.
Okay. I got you. Any style of steak? Are you like a person that grills, oven?
Yeah,
What do
I
you?
sous vide and then I sear. That's my thing. I love
Okay.
if you never had a sous vide fillet and then you sear in like a cast iron with like rosemary and butter, you haven't lived.
Yeah, sous vide steak's awesome. I have one. I use a flamethrower though because it's way cooler than a cast iron. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
you get the big fireball. There's a
Yep.
risk of fire. You're good.
Yeah.
So that's always the
Makes you feel
go-to.
manly, right? Like it's fire.
Definitely, yeah,
That's
no,
right.
for sure. So, okay, yeah. So you talked a little bit about what you're doing, but can you be a little bit more specific? So marketing is kind of a big area. Is it mostly just digital then, or?
So I do marketing strategy, and that can touch digital, physical, advertising, social media, can touch a whole plethora of things. But the idea is with all the advancements in AI and all the pieces that people have with their marketing, most of the time it's what I call reactive or random. They have, "Oh, I got to go do some TikToks today because I saw a TikTok that was really cool." Or, "Oh, I got to do some blog posts for SEO." Or, "Oh, I got to do this, I got to do that." Really what strategy does is we come together and we bring all of your fractional pieces of your marketing into one cohesive marketing system that helps you collaborate with your team or with your service provider, usually us, and actually help you grow your bottom line. So the strategy piece is I take all the random reactive marketing you have and make it into a cohesive system.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about how you got started and kind of what led you down this path, but you finding out you're good at it. That's awesome. But what is it that you love most about it? What keeps you here?
Ooh, that's a great question. I would say what keeps me here is I can see the multi-generational and community, the effects that having effective marketing has on a community. Because if you're especially an SMB, let's say you do $20 million a year, you have 10 to 25 employees, somewhere in that range. those people have families and they have communities. And when you have a healthy and robust business that's doing well, those people do well. And I think that that's really what brings me back and keeps me coming into doing marketing and showing up every day is I understand how important it is as a family man myself, how important it is to have a stable business that I can then take care of the people that work for me and take care of my own family.
Okay. When you're looking at like your average client or the avatar of your average client, what are some of the pain points that somebody might be going through that if they're dealing with X, Y, or Z, you're the person they should be talking
Yeah, that's a great question. So most of the time when we come to a business, they've done worked with marketing providers before, right? They did an ad agency or like SEO or something. I was talking to a gentleman at lunch today who he paid $1,000 a month for like 4 years because he got locked into a contract for SEO that did absolutely nothing for his business. And that's something I deal with a lot is when someone, let's say small to medium business, a lot of times it's in trades or professional services, they come to us and like, hey, we did this ad campaign or we did this SEO or we just paid $20,000 for a rebrand or a new website and nothing's happening. We're not getting results. Nothing's working. They feel frustrated. They feel kind of ripped off or jaded or like the person that sold them marketing sold them on marketing. They didn't actually do anything for them. That's a common pain point that we have. And so by the time they're done working with us, like, oh my gosh, marketing isn't a scam. This actually works. Wow, this is amazing. I actually got an ROI for my investment. That's really what we like to work with is the people that are like, I don't know how to do marketing. We've done it before and it hasn't worked. And then seeing the look on their faces when they see those numbers start rolling and like, wow, this works.
Okay. What about power partners? Who do you synergize well with? Are there any professionals or professions out there that you can find a lot of ability to collaborate with or refer back and forth with?
Yes, there's several. Business coaches is a huge one for me because if you're a business coach, you see a lot of times they have some lack or gap in their marketing or their operation systems. You give me a call, we can help collaborate together to help improve that their whole operation around their marketing. Also, business transaction lawyers. I do a lot of work with businesses that want to sell in the next 3 to 5 years. So, what happens is I will help them grow their business and raise the valuation. And then I help to pass them on to a business transaction lawyer to help facilitate that sale and make sure that they're handled really, really well. So that way the client gets the most bang for their buck, literally. Those are really good. And then also I'm working with ad agencies because there are a couple ad agencies I've worked with that really understand the messaging and branding side of the advertising is so much more important than just running ads for having ads sake. So those ad agencies are several, three of them that I can think of that we work really well together where maybe they have someone come to them. They're like, hey, you're not quite ready for ads. You got to get this systems and infrastructure in place. Go to John. They come to me and then I kick them back over to them.
Okay. Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. What advice would you give to a new or an aspiring entrepreneur?
So many things I would want to say, but really just you can't give up. It's going to be hard. It's going to be miserable and you have to be unrelentingly tenacious. And I think that's kind of my superpower is that I am, my wife would say bullheaded, but unrelentingly tenacious. Like if you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to want to be an entrepreneur to the deepest depths of your soul because it's going to suck before it gets good.
Yep, absolutely. I always tell people if I ask them what they love about what they do and they go, I don't know, it pays the bills. I don't know why you'd put yourself through entrepreneurship if you didn't love at least part of it, right? Or
Definitely not.
if it was a desire, because, there's easier ways to make a buck, right? So
Way easier.
you definitely have to have that. So that's fantastic advice. Why you? What sets what you're doing apart from everybody else out there that might be doing something similar?
That's a great question. I would say the reason why you would want to work with me is because I have proven frameworks that actually provide results. This isn't some reactive, like, oh, I got a viral video once, so now I'm a growth guru, marketing guru, content guy. Like, no, we use proven frameworks, proven systems that have been tested hundreds, thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of times, especially in the StoryBrand framework example. We use proven frameworks to help you build systems that actually work and that scale as you scale. So that way it's not a one-time investment you pray it works. It's you actually get assets for your marketing that you can keep forever.
Okay. I know when it comes to marketing, it's a big area. Like I mentioned earlier, when it comes to strategy, it's, real specific and you have a lot of case studies, a lot of examples. But in general, is there anything that I missed or that I failed to ask that you wanted to add?
I mean, you did such a great job. It's hard to criticize you, but No, I mean, really, it all just comes down to people who want their marketing to work is who I want to work with.
Absolutely. For those that want their marketing to work, what's the best way they get a hold of you? Where can they find you?
Yep. So LinkedIn is great. I'm always on LinkedIn. You can find me at my username is Jon Logan Growth, or you can find me at greenlitgrowth.com. I have a really great marketing machine playbook for people who want to make their marketing work. Just go ahead and go grab that, and it's a great asset for you.
Perfect. I'm going to put it all in the show notes so it's super easy to find. If anybody out there, has thought about their marketing or needs a better strategy or what they're doing isn't working, reach out, have a conversation. You're going to be better off for doing it. It's such a big part of your business that it's not something you want to sweep under the rug. So reach out to Jon, have the conversation. You're absolutely going to be better off for it. So do that. He's the exact same in the one-to-one as he is here. So don't be shy. If anybody out there would like to get a hold of me, you can visit me at ikag.me. You can find more episodes, subscribe to our newsletter, and connect with our growing community of awesome people like Jon. If you were somebody you know like to be interviewed, you can also apply on the website. But thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate you taking the time. Like I said, we could go down all the rabbit holes here, and there's people out there that are going to want to. So I really appreciate all that you're doing. But let's all go have an awesome day. Go out and grow our circles, all right?
Thanks, Anthony.